Hey guys, welcome back to Balls Fan TV, and today we're going to be doing our match preview for our game against Drogheda United tomorrow at Head Game Park. It's a game we probably have to win, in my opinion. We haven't been playing very well lately defensively. We've been all over the place. Um, we've lost three on the bounce now after we lost to Derry on Friday. We lost 2-1. Very disappointing game. You know, it was really poor. I thought we were okay in certain parts of the game. We went 1-0 up. Georgie Kelly scored a penalty. After that, we kind of let Derry get back into the game. I remember they had a header that hit the crossbar in the first half. Then they got their two goals, which was probably deserved. The defending on both goals was terrible. But coming up against Drogheda, it's a big game. It's a chance to put things right after three defeats in a row. Um, so it's never easy. Obviously, playing two games in however many days, 2 days. So yeah, it's going to be difficult for the players, obviously fitness wise, and it, it might really you might see a bit of squad rotation perhaps for this one. But we'll get into more predicted lineup in a minute. We'll talk about the game a little bit more first. Yeah, Drogheda, they're a decent team. They started the season well. I know their form has kind of dropped off a little bit over the last, let's say, couple of weeks, but um, they still got some good players. Obviously, Denny Corcoran. I know he doesn't really play for them, but start for them that much. But he can score goals. Mark Doyle's is a decent winger. Obviously, Gary Deegan's a solid midfielder. Chris Lyons is a good striker. You know, Markey is a decent winger as well. So they have got a lot of quality. James Brown at right back's having a very good season too. So yeah, it's going to be very hard. No game in the league really is easy, is it? There's teams in this league that can cause you problems. Any team in the league can cause you problems. But, go on us. We have to just go there and get the 3 points. It's vital. We can't go 4 games. Losing 4 games in a row. That wouldn't be good enough at all. You, we're just outside the relegation zone. Well, how many games are we in now? Like 8, 9 games in now. It's not really where we wanted to be, but it's a chance, for us to bounce back. Hopefully the players are, up for it. Hopefully we're better defensively. So I'll get into my predicted lineup now. In goal, I'll go with Talbot. I don't know, as I say, not every week nearly. I know McGuinness is there, but Talbot's number one. When he's available, he plays. Right back, I'll go with Andy Lyons. I know Feely might play this game, because squad rotation, but when Andy Lyons is fit, he's our best right back without a doubt. So he plays. Two centre backs, I'll go with Finnerty, who's back from his suspension, and Rob Cornwall. We know Cornwall has been a bit shaky, obviously, whole defence has been recently, but I think when available, Finnerty and Cornwall are our two best centre backs, so I'll play them as centre backs. Left back, I'll go with Anto Breslin. I'd give him a game, just, give Wilson a rest. Anton is good enough to play. He's on his day he probably is better than Wilson, but maybe. But um, yeah, I'd play Ando Breslin. I think he's more than capable of coming in and doing a job. He's a very good backup option. He's a good left back, so I'd play him. Moving into the midfield, I'll go with Tierney, Coote, and Devoy. I'd drop Buckley just purely based on recent performances. I don't think he's been great recently, Bucko. He's really slow in some games. He's still solid, obviously, but I think he's slow in some games. And I'd give Devoy a go. I think when he came on against Derry, he made a bit of an impact played a few nice passes, and he had an opportunity as well in the 83rd minute or so, where that would have put us 2-1 up, but I think he just hit it straight at the keeper. But yeah, I think he made an impact when he played, when he came on against Derry's. So for that, I'd give him a star. And Tierney and Cooper have been playing well this season. So I don't know. Tierney's probably, I think he's played most games now. I think he started nearly every game, if I'm not mistaken. I know he might be a bit tired, but he's got loads of energy. He hardly ever gets tired. He's everywhere in games, and Coots done well in some games as well. So onto the front three. On the right, I'll go with Liam Burt. Yeah, at times he was good against Derry, but didn't really do enough uh, to, for it to make it a very good performance. But I thought he was okay against Derry. He wasn't awful, but he wasn't great either. So I'd play him. He's a good player. He'll bring creativity. He'll run at fullbacks, and he'll try and make something happen. So yeah, I'd play him on the right. On the left, I'll play Thomas Alua. I'd give him a start. Just give Wardy a rest. And I think Alua is a player that I think should be raring to go. Like he's a young player. Keith Long has a lot of faith in the younger players. So I think Lewas, he want to impress Keith Long. He want to show him what he's all about. And I don't think he's really been given much of an opportunity so far this season. So I'd start him. I don't know if he will, to be honest, but I'd start him. And in front, I'll go with Georgie Kelly. Obviously, there have been rumours that Bradley Roll's loan has come to an end, and I believe that that's true. He wasn't on the bench against Derry, um, so it looks as if his loan spell's come to an end. A little bit disappointing. Obviously, it's gutting for him because he would have wanted to come to Ireland and play for Bowls and try and score us a few goals and you know come back to Peterborough. It was something, bit of experience, but he hasn't. I don't think he even got any minutes, to be honest. I don't even know if he came on as a sub in any games. I don't think he did. He certainly didn't get any starts. I know he played in pre-season. I think he actually scored a goal, but I don't think he got any minutes in the league. Which is disappointing for him. Um, but listen, we wish him the best luck in the future wherever he goes. But yeah, I'll play Georgie Kelly. There's no one else there really, and he is quite important to how we set up. I think he when we knock it long, to get towards him, he chests it down well. He lays it off to whoever's there, whether that was like Tierney, Wardy, Koo. They'll bring it down and play it out to the right, whatever, or the left. So yeah, I'd play George Kelly up front because there's no one there. And, obviously, as I mentioned, his loan spell has probably come to an end. Which, as I mentioned, is disappointing for him. He would have loved to have gotten a bit of first team experience, and which would have kind of helped his progression over in England with Peterborough. But yeah, we wish him the best luck in the future. So yeah, listen, it's a big game going up to Hidden Game Park. Obviously, it was renamed that at the start of the season. Um, so yeah, it's big. Need to go up there, play our football, and get the 3 points. It help try get us to climb up the table. Our next three fixtures are Drogheda away, Finn Harps at home, and Longford away. Obviously, Finn Harps will be tough because it's never really easy playing against. It's never really easy playing against Finn Harps. They'll make it difficult for you, and then Longford have kind of started to go on a bit of a downward spiral after a pretty decent enough start to the season. But yeah, I think a win here would do a lot for the confidence of the players. So yeah, let's hope we do win. So that's where I'll end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you're thinking heading into the game, comment your score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.